Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Cracko298 and today we're going to be going over how to edit FPS and graphical settings in Ice Station Z and Vampire Slayer: The Resurrection on PC/Steam. Let's begin. So, first what we're going to do is click Windows and the R button. We're going to get this dialog will run. We're going to type in $. We're going to type in local app data and print sign again, enter, and we'll get this new folder in the app data. So we want to scroll down to either VS or ISZ. In this case, I will be using Vampire Slayer, but you can choose your own. So we're going to open up the game user setting.ini file. We should see this. If you don't see this, I'm going to post it down in the comments. You can put this in as your own. So what do we do first? Well, this right here is actually set to 100. This is set to 3. This is set to 3. All of this is set to 3 by default. Alright, so that's pretty dang cool. So, we're going to set the resolution quality to 500. This is the highest that it can go. View distance, we can set to a max of 5. We can set all these actually to a max of 5. Let's set them all to 5. Let's click Control S. And let's start up Vampire Slayer. It might take a minute, depending on how fast your computer is, or if Steam is open or not. As you can see, it took just a little bit. So now, let's go over here, and let's see how the game looks. As you can see, it looks near perfect. Shadows, everything else, everything. The lighting is perfect. Seems to be the best the game can possibly do. So now, let's quit the game. Let's exit out of Vampire Slayer. And maybe you don't want the graphical settings to be that high. I have you covered there. This is a decimal point or a float value, depending on who you or what you call it. You can set it to 5, 2, 3, 4, or 1. So I'm going to set all these to 1 and set the resolution quality to 25. Now what will this do? This will take our game and lower the quality near almost all the way. You can actually take it further. You can set it all the way down to 5 or all the way up to 500, like I showed you just now. Again, it will take maybe a few seconds to load up Vampire Slayer. Practice. Now let's look at how good this looks. It's not going to look that good, as you can tell. We can get even worse quality if we want. Alright, so now let's go back. I'm going to set the settings of the game to max through this window with 500. 5, 5, 5, changing all these to 5. Make sure to click Control S when saving. Now for this, you want to make sure that this value right here is set to true and not false. Do not put false, put true. Dynamic resolution, you want to put false. You can set this as true if you'd prefer. It really doesn't matter actually. For resolution size, this is your monitor. And then you also do it for here. Position, -1, -1. Full screen mode, 0 is false, 1 is true. Audio quality level can go from 0 to 5, 5 being the best quality. Now with VSync, it will not work still. It's capped at 60 frames a second. To change this to our monitor's refresh rate, we come down here and we type in our monitor refresh rate. You can also set it to 15. Alright, so let's say I want 15. And if your monitor is 15 frames a second, you should be good. If not, well, why would you have a 15 frame per second monitor, is my question. So we will wait right now for it to load up. Let's start it. Seems like it's working perfectly, but we'll see inside game. See? So now we can tell that our frame rate is completely botched. Alright, now let me set it to our custom value, or mine as I like to call it, 144. I have an LG Ultra Gear 27-inch 144 Hz display IPS, and so because of that I will set the max resolution right here, or max frame rate, to 144. If your frame rate on your monitor is not 144 or whatever, you can go to settings, display, right here. You want to go to, I believe it's graphics setting. No, it's not graphics setting, sorry. Advanced display settings. You can select it right here, 120, 100, 60. And you can do the same with your second, or even a third if you have it like over here, or over here. I hope you found this guide very helpful in modding and editing your save data, not save data, but configuration files to help you better run the game or make it look better. If you like this video, make sure to like it. If you don't, well then don't. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.